Today we're going to install the Fab 4's rock sliders on this 2019 Jeep Wrangler JL. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're at the rear of the Jeep on the driver's side. Up underneath where the frame attaches to the body, we've got body mount bolts. The back two body mount bolts we'll want to remove. Go ahead and pull those out now. Now, we've already gone ahead and installed our rock lights. If you have rock lights, we definitely recommend installing those before you set the board in place. Once you've done that, run your wires up towards the front and let them drop out the bottom of the step. Don't run them out the final hole just yet, because you run the risk of severing the wires as you're lifting it up to the truck. All right, so as we lift the board up, there's going to be two places in the body of the Jeep that have factory holes. Now, typically, there is an M8 bolt in each one of those locations from the factory. We would normally remove that and reuse that factory bolt. However, this Jeep did not have those factory bolts there, so we're just going to use M8 hardware. All right, next we're going to go ahead and reinstall our body mount bolts. Now, what we're going to do is not tighten them down all the way. Now, let me mention something before we continue. This particular Jeep also has a Fab 4's fender system, which brings a little bit of sheet metal right in front of the pinch weld that you would normally bolt to. Because this is going to that same location, we've got that extra thickness, it makes it a little bit more difficult to line holes up. So we've got a jack to lift things up with to get everything lined up. If you just absolutely cannot get everything lined up to get it caught into the threads going through the pinch weld, then through the fender system, then through the threads, go the opposite way. You might have to get a little bit longer bolt, run your bolt through the weld nut, then get that lined up to the hole in the pinch weld and go through the other side, and then on the opposite side, do a flat washer, lock washer, and then a 5/16 by 18 thread pitch nut and put on the side to fasten it that way. We're going to go ahead and try to fasten it the way that it's designed, but if we can't get it that way, we'll go the other way. Now we're going to go ahead and use a provided 5/16 bolt, lock washer, and flat washer, go through the inside of the pinch weld, line it up to the weld nut on the opposite side. All right, now we're going to the second location. We got two bolts. We're going to do the exact same thing. All right, now we got this one lined up back here. We've also used a jack to get this held in place to line it up. Go ahead and put your hardware through. Supplied bolt with flat washer and lock washer. All right, just like we mentioned before in the tech tip, this bolt was giving us a problem, so we had to go the opposite direction. Now the pinch weld bolts are all tightened down. We're going to go ahead and tighten down our factory M8 bolts and also our body mount bolts. All right, now if you have the rock lights, there is a hole up inside the board to where you can run your wires up through that hole, run them up towards the engine compartment. Go ahead and get those wired up. Then repeat the same process on the opposite side. Well, that concludes the installation. If you have any questions, call the experts or visit us online.